Hi, I'm Sara Cox and I'm doing my therapy lesson today for SLP 212. I'm going to be explaining a therapy lesson in the area of receptive language pertaining to sequencing and following one-step directions. The lesson I made up is called Making a Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich. I would use the kids that are ages from about 6 years old to 9. One-on-one would be ideal with this project, but you could use a small group setting of 3 or so. Before you do this lesson, make sure your students are not allergic to any ingredients that are involved in making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because at the end of this project, they will be eating it if they want to. So when the students come in, I'd have them sit at a horseshoe style